All right. I mean, obviously we're excited about the win. At this point, most people probably would have told you the schedule that we had. Most people probably told you 0-3. Let's face it, the ranked teams and the Boise State. But proud of our kids. It's by far not a perfect game. I mean, you look at these stats. There's a lot of things we can improve on. Certainly, I know I can coach better. I made a lot of mistakes as well as other coaches did. But those guys fight, man. Those guys in the locker room, they're a bunch of junkyard dogs now. We don't look not the prettiest team, not the tallest, not the biggest. We're just scrappy, and that was the difference in the game. Our kids fought.
Coach, talk about your quarterbacks. Jared only got a couple plays. Is Dylan your starter from now on, or?
Well, no, we won't say that. I mean, each game presents different opportunities. And Dylan just managed the game tonight. He was 14 and 19 here, but we only threw for 146 yards. But he did run for 100 yards. Each week we'll look at it and see what gives us the best chance to win. But Dylan's got to continue to earn my trust when I turn and loose, let him throw a little bit more. And maybe we win that game going away if we do that tonight. So a lot of things we can correct, but man, thank goodness it's a open week next week, and we can correct those things.
Coach, you talked earlier in the season about how your first 3 games were the toughest probably on your schedule, and you wanted to win 2 of the 3. You've now accomplished that. It's something against 2 ranked opponents as well.
Right.
Just talk about that.
Well, I mean, I hate to say they're the toughest. I mean, but as far as usually you don't go out of your conference and play this tough as opponents. And our league's got plenty of good team with what we got left. But no, to be 2-1 right now, very proud of that. Has no bearing on what we do in the conference. Absolutely not. But as you're building your football team, you'd much rather, it's a lot more enjoyable on Sundays and Mondays after you get the win and you make corrections than it is the other way around.
Talk about that final sequence.
Blue hat.
That's a winner.
That's a winner.
Coach, talk about that final sequence taking the safety. Was that
right? Well, it was the right thing to do. That's just kind of football 1-on-1. You ought to get the first down there and put them away, and then you can take a knee after that. But they had the two penalties. Bottom line is we punted out of there. They're gonna get the ball at midfield. We had a chance at least to put them on the other side. Because either way, what was the score at that time?
24-21.
Okay, 24-21. Okay, so the downside is, right, you give up the 2 points, the field goal beats you. All right, but I just felt like it was worth it to see if we can get them on the other side of the 50, and worked out good. Now they hit that one completion and got the field goal and stuff. So, I'd say my plan worked perfect, but there's a lot of things that came into play to help us out.
Talk about the play of your defense. They got into your territory a lot, but you guys came up with some big stops.
No, they did here. I mean, we gave up 387 yards, 328 passing. Okay, but we got the 2 turnovers. They threw the 2 picks. They didn't fumble the ball. So we got 2 turnovers. Only gave away 1. And we pressured the quarterback. We stopped the running game, made them one-dimensional. We only gave up 59 yards rushing here. So things we can improve on in the pass play. Obviously, we got to get better in our pass defense. But we tackled well tonight. Good job, man. We tackled well tonight. We missed the 1 tackle on the slant. Barfield, the corner, the last touchdown they scored. We didn't take a good angle and he spins out of it, and we gave up the long one there. We were up by 10 at that point, with like 5 minutes left. And we needed to make them drive, and you have some clock at the time. So we'll get better.
For the second of 3 weeks, Javonte stepped up. A big play for your secondary. You expect that out of a senior. Just talk about how Javonte has stepped up and led the backfield.
Well, Snoop's getting better every week, man. He's come such a long way. I mean, I think he's playing like an all-conference guy after these first 3 games. Just playing with so much more confidence. And, and that's it, man. I told you guys, when you got 40 upperclassmen, even when you don't play a perfect game, you got a chance. You got a chance because they've been there, they've done that, and they know if they keep fighting, eventually something good's going to happen.
Coach, you've been getting votes in the polls. Do you think that this could propel you into getting right?
If we're not in the top 20, it's a joke. Okay? I mean, what else you got to do to get in there? So, that's, you don't get any prize for it, but there's some self-satisfaction. It's a slap in the face to our league, slap in the face to this football team, but, won't affect how we prepare next week at all.
Speaking of next week, what would you say you take from this week's game into your next game?
Just some confidence that even when you play bad, you got a chance to win. You keep fighting and believing in one another. And the point we'll make as coaches is let's cut these mistakes out. Let's cut the fumbles out, the penalties out, execute a little bit better. Then what could be, we had an opportunity to put that game away now. We had an opportunity to where we're in the red zone twice and we come out there with 3 points. you know, and so you score one touchdown, that game's put away in the third quarter, or you're at least get back to a 2-touchdown lead, and we didn't do that. So offensively, we got some things we got to work on.
Coach, you guys ran the ball. You only threw the ball 19 times. Is that because of the quarterback situation, or are you going to run the ball a lot more this year?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. I think having a new quarterback, doing what he does well. You know, he turned the ball over 3 times last week, or 4 times last week. So, you know, once we got the lead and we run the ball effectively, you know, now it cost us in the second half. We got a little bit too conservative, and it cost us, you know, and then when I did let him throw it, you know, he hits the slant to Butler and he scored a touchdown. So, yeah, we got to go back and be more, you know, more balanced in our offense, and just with Favre giving me confidence that he'll take care of the ball, besides just running good with it, then you'll see it's a lot more balanced.
Last year, your motto was make a difference. 2 years ago, this seemed a lot like that Tennessee Tech game at home. Even some of the penalties, it was going that way, but your defense found a way. They made the plays to make the difference, that force those turnovers, special team key play. Your defense is now a calling card instead of sometimes a liability,
Right.
and that's what you look for all year.
Well, that's you know, when you got to break it in the quarterback, your defense better be good. Okay, and when you got 10 seniors on defense, you better be good. I mean, that's why you recruit. And when you get to a certain year when they're seniors, I mean, you've got to reap the rewards of that. And you know, we reaped the rewards last year on offense when we had Carr and Sims, right? I mean, just if you're 2 touchdowns down, you know you're gonna get back in the game. Well, so now it's just flipped right now, and that's okay. We got to figure out a way to keep managing this football team and get better, because they'll eventually come a game. You're gonna miss a tackle, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna get their 28 points, and now you got to go get your 35 on offense.
Thanks,
Good
Coach.
guys.